Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back for part 2 of moving into my new studio space here. As you can see, it's kind of coming along there, getting the shelves all filled up. I'm kind of getting everything all filled up. I got these shelves put up above here, and I can kind of just let you guys know kind of how it's going so far, basically where I'm putting stuff where exactly. And then we still got some more. I still got a lot of more stuff to bring over. But for a quick recap of kind of what is what in this space, this is kind of like computer space right there, working. It's gonna be like tools, supplies, and everything here. Also live streaming will take place there. And then reviews will be taking place here, and just got stuff there. So in terms of what is placed what and for what particular reason, the idea is everything on this shelf is going to be stuff that is in the queue to be reviewed. So it's stuff that's not reviewed yet, and I need to either review it or do something else with that. Obviously not like that middle row I want to keep for just like built kits and just like display stuff like that. I'm gonna have another rack that's gonna go here. Where I'm just gonna put stuff that after it's reviewed, I'm just gonna like toss onto the rack. Stuff up here is stuff that also needs to be reviewed, but it's stuff that I've just like had for a while, and so it's not as pressing. Stuff that's not as new, and that's going to be kind of also bleeding into over here. I've got some other stuff as well, so that's all kind of like stuff that's not built or reviewed at all yet. Up here, I want this section kind of like above the workspace here. This is probably going to be condensed and moved over. Stuff's going to be moved around a little bit, but generally this is all stuff that's all in some state of work in progress. So either it's built and like done like some work on it, seam line removal, stuff like that, or I've started modification on it, or some of this stuff is like already primed and basically all ready for paint, or in some sort of, like I said, state of work in progress. So I've got a lot of works in progress that I need to get through. And over here, I think this is gonna be for like detail kind of kits, and you can see there's like some figure model kits and things. So these are like sort of like accessory kits, sort of is kind of my thinking on that. And then yeah, I have like this awkward space between the end of this table and these. So I'm not sure if I want to double those up and put them both on the ground, and then maybe put something else on top. Maybe paint racks. So I've got these, this is what I keep my paints in. Right here, these boxes from IKEA, which I've got 2 of, and they're kind of like overflowing with paint, so I just got a 3rd one. And so yeah, I got these towers. These I'm going to reorganize. These have also just like more supplies and stuff in there. Those I think are going to be moved over into that corner. I can stack those 2 on top of each other and probably, like I said, like repack actually what's inside of them. And yeah, my bookshelf, which really only has 1 row of books at the moment, is going to have more books. This is just kind of, I'm using kind of temporarily for just like kind of a lot of different stuff here at the moment. But this I also want to be like a staging area for works in progress. Like for example, I got these boxes here like this. I wanted to keep stuff. This is other things that are like works in progress, but they're just kind of like loose. And so like in my other space, I just kind of had these like just sitting around. I wanted to put them in these stackable boxes so I can just kind of keep that's organized and just be able to stack these up kind of here. So this will also be like work in progress stuff that is sort of loose and would otherwise just be like sitting around somewhere. There, it's all still together, but out of the way anyway. Hopefully not out of mind, even though it is out of sight. But like I said, in an attempt to cut down on the clutter, we want to have more stuff just put away and less stuff out. So obviously it's very cluttered out at the moment. I'm going to continue to basically just bring over more stuff. I am also going to bring over my pegboard. I'm going to put that there above the desk. I have like the big pegboard that you guys saw, and then I do also have like a smaller one as well that was hanging like other accessories and stuff. So that's probably going to go here below the like accessory model kits. I'm gonna hang another pegboard, I think, like right over here. And so this is how the process has been going. I'm just bringing over boxes of stuff here and we'll put it away. So this is obviously work in progress, but it unfortunately doesn't fit back in the box of the kit, which, where did I put the box of this kit? I don't have it anywhere. yet at the moment, so we'll set that there for the time being. This is also work in progress. So like this is these kimono minimum factory kimono friends kits here. I got like all the parts ready for painting, but haven't actually like done any assembly or painting or anything like that yet. So these would be a good candidate to go in one of these boxes here. And toss these in there. The instructions won't quite fit, so I might have to put those out separately for the time being. Actually, scratch that, because that doesn't really fit. What I'm probably gonna do with these is get a plastic bag so I can put the parts and the instructions into one like gallon Ziploc bag, and then I've got another space for works in progress like that are just bagged up. This is my work in progress here on the Zaku cannon, so that's obviously a pretty immediate project that I'm working on for the old to gold contest, kind of my non-contest entry. All these guys are kits that I've built and reviewed, but I would like to paint and work on more at some point. This one, for example, is actually like just it's missing parts. So I was gonna do like a kind of damaged build of that, which is actually what I did with this kit the first time around. When I first got built and painted this kit, I did like a sort of damaged version of it. So this is not in much of a work in progress state, other than the fact that it's something that I intend to work on. So it's gonna go up there with the work in progress, or on the work in progress shelf. The same goes for all of these. This is a work in progress. This is a custom base for a project that I was working on in Korea before moving. So there's the base for that. The rest of the parts are in here. There's a couple of other bagged kits, like the Zaku F2000. I don't really have anything in mind necessarily for that, so I'll probably take that home. If it's anything like this, like a kit that I know that I want to keep, but I don't really have any like plans to work on it anytime soon, or don't really have any particular idea for it. So it basically just goes into like kit storage, which is at my house. I have like all the stuff that I have at home is basically storage stuff for if and when I ever need it. This is some of those front mission kits, which if you guys had a keen eye, you may have noticed I have 3 more sets of front mission kits that I need to review for you guys. So that'll be coming in the future. This stuff we'll also put away in a different spot later. Oh yeah, then I've got stuff like these 30-minute sisters kits. These are actually kits, of course, that I've reviewed already, but what I'll do with these is I have like well, not this one in particular, I guess, but in this box, you'll see I have not only this kit, but also a bunch of other stuff. So a bunch of the other kits that can kind of go with it that are compatible with this particular one. That's like one of the swimsuit kits, some of the hair parts, face parts and stuff. So this is basically stuff that I don't really necessarily have plans to do anything with it right now, but I need to keep it like around because I sometimes need to use those for like different reviews. So like if I wanted to review a different, like a new swimsuit body set for these kits, then I would need like the base kit as like a reference for the review. So that's basically why I need to keep those on hand, even though I don't really have anything to do with them for right now, but I might need them for a review.
The next day.
Okay, next update. Everything's kind of coming along and sort of getting close to almost being done. And let me show you guys kind of how everything's all getting situated again. And again, the space is all still kind of messy because the pegboard needs to go there and I need to hang the pegboard. So that's what I'm gonna be hopefully doing later today. But yeah, the shelves up here are kind of still organized similarly. You got, this is all like work in progress, and kind of this is all stuff, like I said, that's in some state of work in progress going towards stuff that's not really work in progress, but I would like to work on it maybe someday, something like that. Figure models up here, it's all plastic figure models. And this is all minimum factory stuff here. This is like 30 minutes missions, 30 minutes sisters stuff. Basically just kits that I've all built and reviewed, but I just want to keep on hand for when I need them. That got kind of like moved around. Over here, this is all the kits that are gonna be, that need to be reviewed. And then going down to like some of these went down here, like what I mentioned, were up on the shelf before I moved them down to over here. Some more kits that are older ones, but I just still have it, still need to review them. This is like, again, all stuff that's all been built. A lot of this stuff here on this rack are model kits that we have on display in the storefront here at USA Gundam Store storefront. So I just have the boxes here for those basically. This right here is like a window blind essentially, but can be used as just a backdrop for photos. So my plan is to actually mount that up like on these two boards. So it's just like the bar there, but then I can pull it down and I can scoot this table forward and basically have that coming down over the table, and that can be for if I want to take some like nice photographs just with like a white background. That's all that is. As for this wood, I think that wood is probably gonna go, so like pegboard will be against this wall here. That wood I'm thinking to use like as like kind of some of that like here on the wall, like in this corner here behind this like computer space, I think will be kind of good. As you may be hearing, there is a little bit of a problem with soundproofing in here. So one thing that I did get is this thing right here, which blocks at the bottom of the door, but also got some of these guys I need to put up, especially like here on the door. I'm actually not sure whether to put those on the inside or the outside of the door, which one would be better as far as like soundproofing goes. And then also gonna be hanging a curtain on the outside of the door. So that'll be between the warehouse and like my door here. It's particularly noisy at the moment because they're still assembling shelving out there in the warehouse. It won't usually be like that noisy. They're all like tools and supplies and everything gonna be here. This is paints all in these boxes. So just like a paint tower there. The painting station, some of you guys asked in the first video if I'm gonna be able to paint in here, and no, I'm not, because as you may notice, there's no windows and no space for ventilation unless we make some kind of ventilation up through the ceiling and out to the side of the building or something, which I don't think is going to happen. So I'm just going to be set up, have my paint station, my spray booth somewhere out in the warehouse out there near an outside door. So paints are here, but actual spray booth will be used outside of this room. And then otherwise, it's just a matter of getting like all the electronic stuff in place. So I've got basically like a pile of, this is like lights and camera and stuff for streaming. That needs to be attached onto this table, but I don't want to attach that stuff until the pegboard's up, because I'm gonna need to move this in order to put up the pegboard, and so we'll just get all that stuff moved. Then we can install the lights and stuff for streaming on that table. I've got my microphone and camera here. One of the lights, there's another light box outside here, gonna be for like the main recording setup here. And then some more like LED string lights I want to put like kind of in along this section here for display. This is like way overly packed right now. I don't want to have this so packed. Some of these like painted kits and stuff I'm actually planning to take home. I finally bought an actual like proper glass display case for displaying some of my stuff at home. So like some of these painted kits I'm gonna take home just to make this less crowded here in this space. But that's pretty much it. So basically just need the pegboard to go up so that all this can be like kind of finalized. Like electronics, also like wiring too. I need to set up like where I need to have like plugins for everything, all the lights and everything, all needs to be plugged in. So I just need to run like the extension cords to here and there for that stuff. But luckily this room also has a lot of outlets, so that's good. I don't have to worry about like one outlet supplying the power for everything in this room. So that's good. But yeah, kind of for right now, most everything's kind of mostly in place, just kind of needs to be finalized. So like the broad strokes are done, and now we're just kind of just doing the final detail work, wiring, lighting, getting that hung up, and that's pretty much it. Then we'll be ready to rock and roll. I do have like some artwork and stuff that I want to hang up too, but that's also just kind of depending on like, so I have that one large pegboard, and then I do also have this smaller one here. There's also this smaller pegboard right here, which I think is probably gonna go like right over there, because this is where like all the supplies and stuff are, and I'll show you like exactly how I organize like what's in every drawer and everything, I think in the third and final video, kind of the full tour. But the smaller pegboard probably on that wall right there, because it's mostly just for like anything that can hang. So like I have like these system weapon sets and some other like MSG Kotobukiya weapon sets and some smaller things like that, Gundam markers and stuff. It's all in this box. everything that hangs on that pegboard. So like supply, like modeling supply type stuff is all kind of this area over here. So that pegboard's probably gonna be there. So you have all that wall there, and then some more wall space over here. I can put like some artwork and stuff too. So that's what I think is gonna be the plan for that space, I suppose.